Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of NRI Money. Today I am going to show you guys the complete list of investment avenues available to an NRI. Before we take a look at the list, I would like to give you guys a quick update on the definition of an NRI. In 2020 or prior, if you lived almost 6 months in India and the rest of your time outside, you were considered as an NRI. Budget 2020 clarified that if you live 245 days in India and the rest of your time outside in a financial year, you will be considered as an NRI. It also clarified that if you live in a no tax country, you will have to pay taxes in India. At a high level, NRIs can park their money in savings bank accounts. They can invest in deposits, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, retirement accounts, and real estate. Let's take a look at the savings bank accounts. These are the accounts you can walk into any bank and open. If your current residential status is an NRI, you can open NRE account or NRO account or both. In NRE account, you will be parking your overseas funds in Indian rupees. In NRO account, you will be parking your Indian earnings such as rental income, dividend income, or interest income. If you were an NRI and now temporarily you are in India for 6 months or 1 year, if you want to protect your funds from the currency fluctuations, you can park your overseas currencies in RFC account. Take a look at my other video where I talk about the differences between NRE and NRO accounts. That will be helpful to understand the complete differences between the NRE and NRO. There are mainly three types of accounts available for NREs to open fixed deposits. The first one is a NRE account where you deposit in your foreign currency, but the account will be opened in Indian rupees. The conversion happens when the account gets opened. The next is NRO fixed deposit account, where the deposit happens in Indian rupees. The account is also going to stay in Indian rupees. Sometimes you want to protect yourself from the currency fluctuations. In that case, you can open an FCNR account, which will be opened in the whatever currency you are interested in, you are bringing in. Say, for example, if you have a US dollar, you will open an FCNR account in US dollar. Apart from fixed deposits, banks typically offer recurring deposits as well, where customers commit to pay a certain amount periodically. Apart from banks, there are institutions that accept deposits from customers. For example, HDFC, Shriram, Transport Corporation, these institutions accept deposits from customers and pay the interest at the prevailing rate. Apart from these deposits, a certificate of deposits also available for NRIs to invest. These are money market instruments, generally for shorter term, typically stored in the demat format. The main difference here is that the fluctuations are depending upon the inflation. For example, RBI is going to lower the interest rate, then the certificate deposit interest rate also is going to go down. The returns also going to go down. But fixed deposit is that once you open a deposit, the return is fixed for whatever time frame you have chosen. NRIs can also invest in mutual funds, although there are certain restrictions kick in for NRIs live in US and Canada. Please leave your comments in the comment box if you want to learn more about these restrictions, and I can do a deep dive on these topics. In mutual funds, typically you will go to an AMC and open an account with them. AMC such as HDFC, ICICI, pretty much every bank, they have their own asset management companies, entities. Customers who are opening mutual fund accounts can invest in equity funds. These are the funds that invest in equity market, or if the funds invest in debt instruments, it's called a debt funds. Depending upon your risk-taking capability, either you can invest in each equity funds or debt funds, or sometimes you go with hybrid funds. These are the funds that invest in both in equity and debt at a certain percentage of share. If you're already familiar with the stocks investing, you can directly take part in the equity market. All you have to do is you have to walk into these brokerage houses such as ICICI Direct, Zerodha, HDFC. You can open brokerage accounts with these guys. For this, you will have to use your NRE account or NRO savings account for buy and sell stocks. And the one important thing for NRIs is that before you can use your NRE or NRO account, those accounts must be part of the portfolio investment scheme specified by RBI. Your banks will be able to help. For example, if you have an NRE NRO account with HDFC, you just tell them that, hey, I want to convert my account into a PINS account. They'll be able to help you with that. There are certain types of bonds that NRIs can invest in. Public sector undertaking bonds are one good avenue for NRIs to look into. Apart from that, NRIs can invest in perpetual bonds or non-convertible debentures. If you're an NRI would like to retire at India at some point in time, NPS is a good avenue to look into. You can open an account online with NSDL. Once after opening account, the allocations can be done actively. Either you can say that I can manage this, or you can opt for auto allocation. One thing to remember is that the returns are market linked typically, depending upon the what plan that you are subscribing to. For NRIs who do not want to actively manage their funds, unit-linked insurance plans provide another avenue. So these are typically offered by insurance companies such as HDFC. These are for longer terms. These returns are market linked. If you want more protection for your funds, you can look into government securities and government-backed schemes such as T-bills. T-bills can be purchased through RBI auctions. Apart from T-bills, you can look into fixed rate government bonds or floating rate government bonds, capital index bonds. If you have opened a PPF account before becoming an NRI, you can continue to invest in it. NRIs can also invest in real estate, but they are restricted to invest only in the residential or commercial properties. The purchase must be made through NRE or NRO funds. NRIs cannot purchase agricultural lands unless it is coming through inheritance. So there you have it, folks. If you like this video, consider giving me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you so much.